Hi, my name is Martin Pressa and welcome to this podcast. A few days ago, I put out a video saying that I would show you how to write books or put on effective presentations. So today is the very first video and I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you listen to it. I hope that you share it with all your friends. And I'm going to make you a couple of promises right now. At the end of this video, I will not ask you to buy anything. I'm not going to sell anything. I just want to put this out there. There's a lot of people saying, hey, I'd really love to learn how to write a book. I'd love to learn how to put on better presentations. This is my gift to you. No obligation, just enjoy the videos, share it with your friends, and we're going to leave it at that. That's my first promise to you. My second promise to you is that I'm going to keep these videos short, 15, 20 minutes at the very most. Now lately I signed up for something called masterclass.com and the videos are fairly short, and that's where I got this idea. So I thought, well, why not create Marty's class? So welcome to the first class. Today we're going to learn how to write a book. Now, I can't show you how to write, I can't give you all my secrets right in one video on how to write a book. So what I thought I would do is I would divide up this section on how to write a book into 2 or 3 videos. What I'll do once these are done is I'll put them up on Facebook, I'll put them up on LinkedIn, I'll find some other social networking websites. Obviously YouTube will be a platform, and you can go and you can watch these videos over and over again as much as you like. Alright, so let's begin right now. Today's video on how to write a book is actually how to start the process. Now I hope you've got a pen and paper with you because I would love it if you took lots of notes. The process of writing a book is actually not as complicated as some people would like it to be. So here's my process. Now if you do a little bit of research, you're going to find that different writers write their books in different ways. For today, we're going to be talking about nonfiction books. I call these how-to books, and there's so many different forms of how-to books out there. Most of the clients that I have worked with write self-help books. They're great. They're an excellent way to position yourself as an expert in your industry. So I've worked with psychologists, I've worked with yoga experts, meditation experts, construction experts, people who just have a message and they want to tell the world and just say, hey, here's how I do what I do, and maybe this will help you. Excuse me. So most of these books are small, no more than 24,000 words. You might be thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, 24,000 words? How could I possibly do that? Here's my first tip for you. Don't think of your book as 24,000 words. Think of your book as 300 words per day. 300 words per day. That's my formula. When I wrote the Booyah Guide to Great Public Speaking, that's what I did. 350 words per day was my goal. Now, 350 words a day is barely one thought. It's just about half of a story, half of an example. It's a small tip. If you sit down and commit yourself to writing a little bit every single day, you'll be amazed at what you can get in 3 months. I wrote my book, The Booyah Guide to Great Public Speaking, in about 3 months. The other authors that I've worked with and who committed to this plan did the same thing. They wrote half a page per day. Now here's typically what happens. If you commit yourself, here's what will happen. You're going to sit down and go, all right, 300 words, 350 words, all right. And before you know it, you're at 700 words, all right? So that's my first tip to you. Do not sit down and go, oh my gosh, 24,000 words, that's so much. Where do I even begin? Begin with one story, 350 words. That's your goal every single day. My second tip for you right now is your outline. Now there's 2 different ways that you can create outlines that will work for you, in my opinion. My style is that I have a very loose outline. When I pick my topic, or when I pick the theme of the book, what I do is I have maybe 10 or 15 bullet points. I keep it really loose, really light. I have 10 or 15 ideas that I would like to cover in a particular book. When I work with my clients, that's what I have them do. I say, give me 5 or 10 ideas, 15 ideas that you would like to talk about in your book. And I just have them write that down. Typically that takes maybe a week. So before you do any writing, write down the things that you would like to talk about. If you're more detailed than that, have, for example, So option number 2 is being more detailed. You have a chapter, the theme of a particular chapter, and then you would write down the 3 or 4 examples that you want to use in each one of those chapters. So let's review that very, very quickly. My style, very loose, very high level. I write down 10 or 15 ideas that I want to write about. And then later on, I figure out which chapter each one of those ideas belongs in. So at least now when I sit down, I have something to write about. I never ever sit down at a blank page. I'm going to go back to the blank page problem in a few minutes. So loosen the loose outline, just 10 or 15 ideas, and then you just start to write. Or a more concerted effort where you spend more time creating your outline and you're very precise in each and every example that you're going to use in each and every chapter. It's up to you. Everyone's a little bit different. Everybody thinks differently. And I'll give you some examples of that. Judy Blume. I'm a big fan of Judy Blume, and I know that she has a very loose style. Her outlines are very, very rough. But I also know that Danielle Steele is very different. Yes, Danielle Steele, I've read some of her books, and this is many, many years ago. And I know that she's very detailed. Danielle Steele will actually even create maps of the town. She will write down the relationships between people, who married who dated who, where do they live. She'll even have their address in her map of the community that she's talking about. So as you can see, some people are very, very detailed. And some people, like myself, are a little bit more loose. So here's what we did today so far. You commit yourself to writing about 300, 350 words per day. It's nothing. If you just start with that, you're going to see that in no time, you've got 7, 8, 9, 10,000 words. But you don't think about 10,000 words. You don't think about 24,000 words. You think about 350 words. Second thing, your outline. Keep it loose or get very, very detailed. The third thing is your attitude. Yes, your attitude. Your attitude should be that this is a fun process. It should be an enjoyable process. Writing, in my opinion, shouldn't be painful. And I keep hearing people say, oh my God, it's such a painful process. I think we hear that more when people are writing fiction novels and they really struggle with the character development. But if you're writing for trying to teach something, a self-help book, that should be an enjoyable process because you're telling people about the things that you have gone through, the things that you have learned. You're going to be telling stories, giving examples about your life and what people who are reading from your book, what they can learn from that. That should be enjoyable, it should be fun. But here's the interesting thing. As much as I say it's enjoyable, I guarantee you this will happen. As you're writing your self-help book, you're going to go through some powerful, emotional moments. My book, The Booyah Guide to Great Public Speaking, I had to go back into my life and evaluate and think about all the things that I learned as I became a professional speaker. And there were some painful lessons there. Even in my childhood, yes, my childhood, the things that happened as a child helped me become a better speaker, a better storyteller. So it's the writing itself should be enjoyable. This should be a fun sort of review of your life, but expect this to happen, that you will have some deep emotional moments as you write your books. The last thing I want to leave you with today is knowing that your method, the 3 things I just talked about, that's your method. There will be some adjustments as you go through that process. For example, my goal is I always try to write down at least 300, 350 words per day. There are days when I write 2,000 or 3,000 words. This happened just a couple nights ago. And I was really happy with that. Oh my God, 3,000 words, that's great. And then there are nights like last night where I wrote maybe 52. I think I highlighted what I wrote and it was 52 words. I just didn't have it in me. Don't feel bad when that happens. It will happen. There are days where it's not that you've got writer's block, which is what I want to talk about. It's not about sitting down at a blank page and saying, oh, I've got writer's block. There are some days where you just don't have the energy required to write, the mental energy required to write. My goal is this: just write a few sentences. It doesn't matter if it's not the 350 words. Just write a few sentences because it will matter in the end. The fact that you didn't stop, the fact that you just keep going. Will help you get closer to your goal. You've got to take those baby steps. Every once in a while, you just won't have the energy, the enthusiasm, or the attitude that you need to have, but still take a couple of those baby steps. Keep writing a little bit. Tonight is Friday night. It's in Vancouver. It's COVID-19, and I know that I've just got this feeling tonight's going to be a big night for me. I can tell that I'm going to be writing a lot. So I'm going to use my energy this evening to probably write another couple of thousand words. Last night, not so much. This weekend, yes, I'm going to power through. I'm going to write a couple more thousand words. And just knowing that I've got the right attitude, that I'm doing a little bit every single day, will get me closer to my goal. All right, folks, that's it. Quick repetition here, just review. Write every single day. Don't quit. It's not going to be gold every single time. You're going to have days where the writing isn't that good. Just keep going. Just keep writing. All right. Tomorrow's lesson, or what I want to talk about, is storytelling. How to tell a more powerful, impactful story that will really leave your readers wanting more from you. All right? Tune in again. Please share this video with everybody you know. Let's have some fun with it. COVID-19, this is all about developing ourselves. We have lots of time on our hands. We've got more time than we know what to do with, some of us. So please share this video, learn from it, develop, start writing your book. Have a great day, and I hope to talk to you real soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.